In 2017, a Rolex Daytona watch was sold at an auction for $17,752,000, breaking all records as the most expensive watch ever sold at an auction in the history of mankind. To be honest, I'm a little shocked by the fact that a regular model of this watch costs around $10,000, and 17 millions is beyond comprehension. So I decided to figure out whether the brand is really worth it, or if it's just a hype type status symbol for the wealthy to show up. The company is indeed skilled in advertising. For example, in 1926 they released the world's first waterproof watch and put it on British swimmer Mercedes Glaze, who swam the English Channel wearing it. Rolex intentionally creates product scarcity by producing only 1 million watches a year and maintaining long waiting lists for new models. This is partly because it takes a year to manufacture all the various components that go into the final product, but assembling them takes only 4 hours. By the way, its process is done entirely by hand. The brand has been able to associate its product with the global elite, including famous actors, athletes, and politicians. Many high-profile individuals, including Roger Federer, Tiger Woods, and Barack Obama, have been spotted wearing Rolex watches. This association with powerful and influential people has helped establish Rolex as a symbol of power and luxury. In reality, Rolex takes a very responsible approach to production. The company has its own foundry which produces its own gold and platinum alloys. This means that Rolex has complete control over the quality of the materials used in their watches, making them one of the few brands that manufacture all components in-house and the only brand that makes its own gold alloys. Rolex invests significant funds in research and development. They even have a separate team of scientists and engineers who constantly work on improving technologies. All watch markers are set by hand, and Rolex has its own team of gemologists who work to ensure the highest quality of precious stones. Rolex gemologists purchase, verify, sort, and insert stones into watches. Throughout its history, the brand has strived to be the first among all watchmakers in the world. In 1953, they released the first watch with water resistance up to 100 meters. Rolex also became the first brand to make a watch with the ability to display 2 time zones simultaneously, as well as the first wristwatch with a perpetual rotor and the first watch capable of automatically changing the day and date on the dial. Rolex watches have been to the top and bottom of the world. In 1953, the entire team led by Sir Edmund Hillary climbed Everest with a Rolex on their wrist. In 2012, James Cameron descended into the Mariana Trench during his Deep Sea Challenge mission. He wore a Rolex Deep Sea Challenge watch, which was guaranteed to be waterproof at a depth of up to 2000 meters. Another interesting fact is that the Rolex headquarters has stronger security than a high security prison. They store gold bars worth $1 million. The building has employee fingerprint scanners, bank-vault doors, iris scanners, and unmarked armored trucks for moving Rolex parts from place to place. Undoubtedly, Rolex is a brilliant marketing machine that constantly innovates and stays ahead of the game. From brilliant marketing to production scarcity, the brand excels at creating demand for its products. And indeed, for more than 100 years they have fought hard to earn their reputation as the world's most prestigious watchmaker. One can question and dislike their pricing policy, but honestly, it's not our business and it's not for us to interfere. And as long as society continues to judge people by their material possessions, brands like Rolex will remain at the top.